Hello everybody and welcome to another FIFA 21 video here on the channel. I'm Jake and this is Aberrant FC. But yes, we're building another team. This time a Brazilian team, and it's not the best Brazilian team. It's not the highest rated Brazilian team. It's just a Brazilian team that you can use early on for things like squad battles or for those early rivals games that I think will be really fun. I can't see it being too expensive. Maybe a couple players that are above 2k. But in reality, I don't see that many of them being expensive. And we're going to start in goal with one of the players who actually could be more expensive. And this is Neto, the Barcelona goalkeeper. You all know who he is, I imagine, from last year's game. He was quite a popular choice. Then he's an 82, but he's a Barcelona link, so that's maybe where the price would go up if there's any 82 rated squad building challenges that need him. That might be a thing. But to link up with him, this is a strong link. Former Arsenal man, Gabriel Paulista, is going to be in there at centre-back. A very, very solid centre-back in terms of his defending and his physical attributes. He shouldn't turn like a truck, but he's not perfect. The two centre-backs, I think, are probably the weakest part of this team. And then the rest I'm really, really happy with. So let me show you who I have here at left centre-back. We're going with Miranda. 80 rated, he should be super cheap this year. He, again, shouldn't turn like a truck with his fairly decent dribbling. He has got 60 agility and C3 balance, which isn't amazing, but 76 reactions might help him. He's good in the air, strength's a little on the lower side, but I think he'll be a good cheap centre-back until you can get your hands on a Diego Carlos or an Eder Militao. At right back, I think this is going to be the most popular Brazilian right back in the game, Bruno Perez. This guy's just great. He's quick, he's got good dribbling, defending and physicals. They're just decent. Like, he's not a crazy player by any means, but he's quick. And sometimes in this game, that's all you need your right back to be. There are other options which I'll go through later on for a few different positions, but I think he's the main choice there. At left back, we're going to go with Ismaili. There's other options as well, but I think Ismaili will be the cheapest of them. He's obviously a very good dribbler, fairly decent physicals and defending attributes, but he's one of the players that you can, let go forward a bit more if this game allows that kind of meta to be a thing. He's got 80 crossing, which might be quite useful in this game. Who knows? But going for the defensive midfielder slot, if I can see him, there is Wendell. This is one of the players I really, really want to use this year, having looked at his card. And the reason for it is that this dribbling is very, very well rounded. But he's got great long shots and really nice passing, like short passing especially. So I think he should be one of those that can provide something a little bit different every now and again. And yeah, I like him. He's decently quick, decently agile, good ball control and dribbling. I think he'll just be a really good player. In the defensive midfielder slot next to him, we're going to go with Fernando, the only non-rare card in this side. Fernando, look at his attributes. For a non-rare card, this guy's pretty spectacular. You're not going to tell him to go forward, right? You're just not. But he's got 80 jumping, 80 stamina, 71 strength, 80 aggression. That's more than enough for probably a 600 coin card. And there are plenty of players you can replace him with once you've got coins, but for 600 coins or so, he's perfect. He can even take free kicks. He's got fantastic passing. His vision's a little low, but everything else in there is really, really good. On the right wing, as you can see by all the options, all of these Brazilians will work, but these are the ones I've picked. Rafinha, the Rennes player. This guy should be really good. I think the agility, balance, reactions, and dribbling will really, really help him out. His passing's like okay. It's just it's like nothing terrible, but it should do the job. He shouldn't lose the ball because he's got terrible passing. But I love the 91s in his acceleration and sprint speed. Means he's going to be able to beat a man and stay past him once he's beaten him. Really good positioning and shot power. Finishing leaves a little to be desired for, but 72 is not terrible. Yeah, really, really like him. I think he'll be quite popular for Liga and sides at the start of the game. Out on the left. Now, I was really tempted to go with Tyson here. I went with him in a different squad builder. So we're going to go with Everton, a new player for this year's FIFA. And this kid. He should have 5-star skills. He doesn't. He has 4-star. He really should have been given 5-star skills. If you've seen him play, you'll know what I mean. But his agility, balance, dribbling, 87 dribbling on an 81 rated card with not horrific shooting is quite nice. Stamina's a little low at 75. Strength and aggression are pretty low. But he should beat people for fun. He's one of those. He's super agile. I look forward to using him. I think I might build this exact team myself because it just looks like it could be a really, really fun one. Cam, a player that I have mentioned a few times in the squad builders, is Talisca. Yes, Talisca. I am a massive fan of this card. 84 acceleration, 86 positioning, 87 long shot, 80 finishing. He's got 87 agility, he's quite tall, he's got fantastic free kick taking, 82 stamina, 75 strength. You're not just going to bully Talisca off the ball, he's going to fight people, and I really, really like that about him. He's got all of the attributes where he needs them to be a very, very decent cam or striker. I think you could switch this up to a 4-2-2 and play him at striker very, very easily. And now, the striker. This position, I think there are 2 or 3 options depending on your budget. You could put Talisca at striker and go for Oscar and Cam. Or Coutinho if you've got the coins. Richarlison. The reason I haven't put Richarlison in is because I don't know how expensive he's going to be. Because that 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill is going to make him super desirable early on. Giuliano at Cam could be another option. A fantastically agile, brilliant dribbler as well. Cunha is a super cheap one with his really good dribbling. I think he's 4-star as well with good shooting. Could be fantastic, but my pick is the pacey Alex Teixeira, and you just can't go wrong with him. He's one of those. He's so quick. Wonderful stamina, decent jumping. He's got horrendous heading. He's not going to score any headers, but his shooting's not awful. His dribbling is quite good, and yeah, I think this is a solid team. I don't think it's a weekend league team. I think it could become a weekend league team with a few minor tweaks, and we're going to talk about some of those tweaks. But yeah, I like this team a lot. So, let's say we're trying to upgrade everywhere. Where would my first upgrade be? I think a lot of you will probably go straight to upgrading Fernando, mainly because he's a non-rare, and you don't want a non-rare in your team. My first point of upgrade would be one of these 3, Paulinho, Allen, or Fred. Allen's going to be too expensive, so I'm going to rule him out. Now, if you felt this team is too defensive, I would go for Fred, because he's got that little bit more pace, a little more passing, really good dribbling. He should be able to get forward more. But if you feel like you're lacking defensively, which I think that's what you'll probably feel in this team more likely, I would 100% go Paulinho. I just can't see you going wrong with him. The 2 centre-backs, there are 2 very obvious direct upgrades. They would be my next port of call. If you can afford it, Diego Carlos and Eder Militao are probably who I would go for. If it turns out that Marquinhos is relatively cheap, I'd go Marquinhos for one of them as well. But Eder Militao and Diego Carlos are going to be brilliant for you. Right back. Now, right back is a position. I've turned him off there. Is the best option for now. I don't think there's a better right back. You could maybe argue Emerson's a bit better, well-rounded. But I think Bruno Perez stays there. Left back, there is probably 2 obvious options and 1 slightly left field option. For me, I would be going for Telles. And then you've got Alexandre Nunez and Marcelo if you fancy that. The pace puts me off, but he is obviously it's Marcelo. One of those players that everyone likes to use at some point, but Telles would be my pick. The other midfielder spot, now you've got, this is where you can have a bit more freedom with an attacking player, and if I was going to pick an attacking player to replace him, I would go Augusto. He's not a super attacking player, but he's still got decent defending, but dribbling and passing just to die for. Attacking midfield, my first pick for an upgrade would probably be Coutinho or Firmino, but honestly I don't think that's an important position to upgrade. I think you could leave Talisca to the last. Left wing, depending on your budget, Neymar could be there, but my pick for this is for Douglas Costa, a 5-star skiller, incredible pace, incredible dribbling as well. You cannot go wrong with this guy. His finishing, yes, is terrible, but if you can get him into the positions to set other people up, the finishing does not matter as much. On the right wing, the options are quite limited, and the level of upgrade you're going to get, I think, is quite limited. So save your coins. Don't go spending 40, 50k on Lucas, or 10, 15k on Willian if Rafinha's 1.5 to 2.5k. Just don't. Just keep him there. And then maybe start working on a different team while you've got this guy in. And then striker, the upgrades are relatively obvious for me. It will be Jesus. Jesus would be the main option for an upgrade I would go for. But yes, I'm going to end it there. I think that's enough. That is what this team should look like after a bunch of upgrades. I think that's an exciting team. But yes, this could be a weekend league team. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching my Brazilian squad on Aberrant FC. But yes, as I say, thank you for watching. I've been Jake, and I'll see you all again in another video some other time. Alright, goodbye.